session once again on a Monday night from Bull Fishing Tackle in Vincent.
And welcome from me.
Sure, where did you appear from?
You know
Just like
me,
that.
I just appeared out the corner and
A
then
little bit of magic from
a
behind
little
the
bit
camera.
of like technical stuff. You know, the usual story, you know.
How was everyone's weekend, guys?
Getting things done. How's everyone doing?
Who've we got joining us so far?
So far, we've got Fishing Buddy SA.
Welcome, Fishing Buddy SA. For those of you who don't know who Fishing Buddy SA is, check out the H-frames and all their fishing accessories.
Yeah, I must be honest, that's a new Pro Series H-frame.
I'm loving my
you've
H-frame.
got. I know you're loving it. I know you're loving it. But I have to be honest, they are flying off the shelves.
They're moving here.
They are so popular at the moment. So I'm very happy with that. It's good to see. It's nice to have 14 people online, despite that we've just been here for a couple of minutes, which is great. And then, yeah, like, you know, the nice thing with Fishing Buddies, they sell that set. So for like the front pouches.
So if you've already got an H-frame, you don't have to get a new H-frame. You can just add your
Not
H-frame.
necessarily. You
Yeah.
can you can add to it, and then you can add that back piece that it's got on, and you can slowly build it up. And the other thing that's selling very well is the junior, like, you know, the new one that's
the solar. I think it's called the solar. The
light
lightweight
one.
the solar.
The
I think it's
light
called
one.
the solar. Yes, yeah.
The little baby version. Yeah, that one's doing really, really well. And yeah, it's nice to see we now got 31 people joining in, which is great. So yeah, Fishing Buddy, as I said, is called the Scout.
The Scout, sorry, the solar. Thank you, guys.
The Scout.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, guys. So if you guys are in the market for an H-frame, but you don't want to be spending big bucks, you know, the H-frames are like 1, 2, 1, 3, right the way up to like 2,400 rand, give or take. I think the Scout is selling at like 799, which is a great H-frame. I think it's definitely something to look at, and yeah, it's definitely something to consider. And the H-frame is definitely the way to go. I mean, you know, for most rock and surf anglers, an H-frame is definitely the way to go.
I used to fish with a bag before H-frames available. If I imagine me going back to a bag now.
No, I remember.
It was chaos for the H-frame with me as it is. I'm a lot more organized now.
Yeah,
but,
I remember back in the day when you used to like travel with the bag and yeah, no, it would be
pour
chaos.
everything out on the rocks to find one hook.
Yeah, it would be chaos now with the amount that both myself and Dean carry when we go fishing.
All of it.
It's literally we probably would never be able to carry.
If you ever see me fishing and you need a particular size hook, there's a very good chance I have it for you.
Yeah, very, very good chance.
Just another thing I want to add on to, like with their little accessory bags and things like that. For the guys that are pushing trolleys already, they normally have the little box built in, but the same thing comes. You normally have your bait box on top of it, so you need a sinker, and that means you have to unpack everything.
Correct.
So go out and check these little bags that you can attach it to your trolleys, on the back of your trolley, your front of your trolley, your leader lines. So just add to your trolley, and it's going to make life a lot more accessible, especially the competitive guys out there. You want to get a sink in 3 seconds, you need to get a sink in 3 seconds. You don't have time to unpack everything. So check out these little accessory pouches. They're going to make a world of difference.
Yes, there are a lot of comments and things. I just want to scroll down. I see Fishing Buddy did add something here. They said they got some new things coming in soon, which is pretty epic.
Smasher.
But I have to agree with Dean. Like, Dean is normally a very unorganized person, right? This is coming from me, who's quite OCD, but Dean is generally like very messy when it comes to his bag. And we went fishing for the first time when he actually used the Pro Series H-frame from Fishing Buddy. And I asked him if he's got a 180-pound braided leader for me, and he's like, yeah, it's in the front pouch. And all of his like leaders, his monos, his fluorocarbons, everything was like in order.
In numerical order too.
Yeah, like right the way through to the heaviest breaking strain of braided leader, which was 180 pounds. So he's like, yeah, it's on the far right. And I was like, wow, like this has changed Dean's life, because normally it's like chaos.
I know where something is before I even look for it.
So yeah, funny story. We got to get to a lot of comments, guys. I'm sorry, but yeah, funny story. We went fishing, and Dean took a packet of knickknacks with him, and about 2 weeks later, so anyway, the knickknacks poured like all over the inside of his H-frame, and like 2 weeks later, we went fishing, and the knickknacks were still in there, like a whole packet of knickknacks.
Adds flavor to your hooks, guys.
So that's how Dean goes fishing, guys. So I must say that the Pro Series H-frame has definitely assisted Dean's life.
No knickknacks have fallen into it yet.
Yes, no knickknacks yet, guys. Anyway, let's get through some comments. So we got Stinker saying, evening fishers, any fish caught? Well, you got to answer that, because I
fish. Yeah, so by myself, Andrew hasn't been fishing and he's been very, very busy, but we're going to get him out this weekend. We fished Friday night, a group of us, one cob came out, a couple of flatfish. We've been chasing a lot of flatfish. Saturday I got some bluefish. Sunday morning, got some more flatfish. Yeah, that's pretty much coming out. Some beautiful cob coming out for the guys fishing Cobtober. I didn't manage any cob this weekend. I did try.
And how are those bronzies that are coming out?
Yeah, so there were some very good bronzies caught. Unfortunately, I can't give locations away. There's some very good bronzies coming out, guys. The guys will know where they're coming out if do you know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
but it is that time of the year.
And also, I got reports. One of the guys that
down on Sundays and stuff like that.
down on Sundays River, and last year they dominated the cob competition, and they said that they can't get a line in the water because the bronzies are just picking them up, snapping them up. There's no way of catching cob at the moment, so it's a bit of a mess. So we had 60 people watching, and now it's dropped down to 57. So we need to get back up to 60 guys. We need to try and get up to that 100 mark every week. That would be great. It would be good to have 100 people tuning in. Normally gets about 80, 90, and then it kind of like gets to there and phases out. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, send them through. Let's get through some more comments. So Fishing Buddy SA is just sending us a nice heart, which we appreciate. Justin Davies saying, how's it, Oaks? Fishing Buddy SA Scouts, H-Frame Scouts. Krisan Naidu saying, how's it, guys? One of our members. How's it, buddy? I hope you're well. Justin Bullion, what's up, guys? Another one of our members. Thanks so much for tuning in. Stinker, can you maybe put the Loomis and Franklin Rage 6000 on the Kuma Rockaway 13 for 2 to 4 ounce? I want to see how it fits. Buddy, I'm going to try and avoid as much of this as possible tonight because Jared's super busy, but we'll see if we get a chance a bit late, so just send us another reminder. Luke Marais, who's actually in the store, is saying, how's it, Fisho? So I don't know, he's tuning in from the store tonight.
How's it, Luke?
How's it, Luke? Hello, where are you? We're saying hello.
He wants to see Luke on camera. Luke, come say hello. Just come say, how's it, Fishers? Come on, Luke. Come, he's going to say, how's it, Fishers? He's got a fish in his hand. He's shouting at us to get the camera. Now he's going to have fish in his hand. Come say, how's it, Fishers?
Normally he's like catching the fish and he's first one to say, how's it, Fishers?
I don't know if you're even in frame there, but come further.
No, he is in frame. We just need to move.
Here we go. So you want a chair? Yeah, Luke, come join us.
We just need to move.
I'll come say
just need to move it over.
Go down a bit,
how's it, guys?
Yeah,
you can't see you. There we go.
There we are.
There
we go. How's it, Luke?
So yeah, Luke always very keen when he catches a fish to be on camera, but now he's all of a sardine, very, very shy. I don't know what the story is. Varishka McLaren, another one of our members, saying, evening fishers, evening Varishka. I see the fish have been coming out with you, which is great.
Some fishes.
Really great. I know they put in a lot of time and effort when it comes in, especially our like competitions and things. So it's really, really good to see some good fish coming out. Hi guys. How much can you carry in the H-frame Scout? Basically the exact amount of what you can in a normal H-frame. The only thing is the material is not the millimeter. I think Fishing Buddy, you guys can maybe confirm.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that it is
the tubing is a bit thinner, and the straps are a bit thinner,
and the rod holders are slightly smaller. But Fishing Buddy, hopefully you're still watching. Maybe you can just confirm that, just to make sure that we're giving the correct information. What are your thoughts on the Kuma Rockaway 15 for 3 to 6 ounce? I think we've been through this before with the Rockaway. It's a beautiful casting rod. It's a very, very thin blank. It's super light. And I think it kind of fills that like gap in the market. So you've got your cheaper rods that are like $1,000. Then your Rockaway kind of fills that like 2,000 Rand market. And then you've got your rods that are like your 3,000 Rand upwards. So I think Rockaway, if that's in your budget, it kind of fits that gap perfectly, in my opinion. Okay, let's catch up with other comments. Conrad Swart saying, hello friends, how's it, bad?
How's it, Conrad?
Bob Pessy, you just retracted your message. I was about to read it. Jandre Berta, if you guys must choose between the Beachmaster or the Razor 6 for a woman to fish bronzies and duckies, which one will you suggest?
Well, the Razor might be a bit light on the heavy, and I think the Beachmaster comes into a 7, and the Razor comes up to a 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but with that said, it's for a lady.
Yeah.
So as much as I'd love to say Beachmaster is probably a better rod, like the blank on that Razor is so thin and light for a lady. I don't know.
It makes sense, but I'd prefer a little bit of extra pulling power. But the Razor does make sense. You're not going to throw a big bronzy baits out of it. But then again, you only need a mullet speed to catch a big bronzy. So let's go Razor 6.
Yeah, okay. MM saying, hosh, hosh, togolosh.
Hosh, hosh.
Matthew Small, how's it all? Conrad Swart, is the Rovex Pro Reels in a good option for budget shark reels? I'd say the 8,000 is, but look, if you're going to hook a bronzy or something, you're going to get stripped.
It's probably going to clean you out, and the reel's not going to last too long under those drag pressures, guys. There's just, unfortunately, a 1,000, 2,000 rand reel is only going to last you 1 to 10 sharks. It's not going to last you years of shark fishing. Just
Yeah, just like a heads up there, because you are talking about entry level.
Yeah.
It may be a very, 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 very good entry level reel, but you are talking entry level reel at the end of the day.
But then again, if you're targeting very juvenile grey sharks, smaller reggae pups, you're going to get away with it for a while.
Yeah,
also,
definitely.
I don't think it also just comes into fighting the shark. Also, the size of the bait, and they're just reeling in your big baits again, reeling in those big sinkers again. Puts the gears on your reel under a lot of strain, guys. So that your more budget-friendly reels are not going to last. Those gears are going to take a knocking, just even reeling in those big sinkers and baits.
Yeah, so that is the problem. Look, essentially you're going to face it just it being a great reel.
It's going to work, but you're going to replace them more often than not.
Correct. Justin Davies, my silver Steenbras spot twin, Luke Dog. Yes, I saw your little silver Steenbras you got. It's not a little bad one. Stinker, I saw a video of a Loomis and Franklin Titan rod with the 30 or 36 ton Toray blank and Fuji guards. Any idea when it's coming into stores? So all of the products that get launched at SAFTAD, right? They come through to the stores between now and kind of the end of November. Everything comes in basically before the Christmas season. So essentially that's kind of where you are headed. So yeah, just keep checking things out, keep watching things, and yeah, we'll see when it comes in. Chris, another one of our members, says, how's it, guys? Kieran Hailbron, good evening, fishers. Cole van der Merwe, how's it, uncles? How's it, Cole? So listen, but we need to get fishing again with you. I know
he came fishing the other day with me.
Yeah, but
I've still got his bucket in my car.
Oh, but he's been super busy, obviously, with the rugby season and
finishing
playing first team rugby.
Yeah, but I think he's good to go now.
Yeah,
old man did say to me, Cole must come fishing now.
No, that's good. You know, Cole kind of goes into. Cole is, how old's Cole? 16, 17?
17 now.
17 now, yeah. And I think he's the only like junior that ever fishes with us. And he's a really good kid. And
he can fish, eh?
And he can fish hard.
Just a quick story about Cole. So Cole decides to come fishing with me, so we head off fishing. Great. So there are myself, Cole, each got a reggie. I think Cole landed 3 reggies and he hooked another 3. That snapped him up. He had don't know how, what he was doing. He wouldn't tell us.
Yeah.
I had 2 pulls today. Cole had 6. The next other had 2 pulls. He landed, I think, 1.
Yeah.
Other anglers didn't have a pull. Cole had 6 pulls, all fishing in the same area. So I don't know what Cole's doing. What he's washing his hands with before he goes fishing, but that just shows you. He doesn't fish for 6 months, and he comes and just smokes some experienced anglers there.
Yeah, no, but Cole can definitely fish. Yeah, really can fish. Anyway, EC Reefer, how's it, fishers? What bait do you use for silvers? There's a combination, I think.
Yeah, I think your best baits, legal baits out there, guys, are saddlebacks, Ali Krekel or cockle.
Cockle, yeah.
Anything that comes in a shell can pretty much be smashed up, guys. Keep it legal though, obviously. So I think mature red bait, definitely the best one out, one of the best ones out there, or armadillo. Armadillo was, yeah.
And we know guys smash them on prawns as well.
Yeah.
You know, they'll be fishing for like bluefish and a silver will pick it up, yeah. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, Albert Basson, Dean and Andrew, please give advice here. I fished 50-pound braid with a 120-pound leader line. It feels I lost a lot of distance on the Saragossa 10,000 with a 5-ounce sinker. I think to take the leader line off. I disagree with you there.
What knot are you tying? Learn to tie FG or PR knot, and you should have no problems.
Also, my concern there slightly, you might disagree with me, is that we're fishing a 10,000 Saragossa with 50-pound braid.
I was going to say exactly the same thing. I think 30 or 40 pound on a 10,000 is all you need.
Yeah. So I think there might be another problem, Albert, is essentially, you know, 50-pound braid. When we talk like 50 pound, 65 pound, 80 pound, 100 pound, we're talking like sharks.
Yeah, 18,000, 20,000.
20,000 size reels. You know, 10,000 size reels, we're talking like 40 pound max, but 30, 20 pound in that sort of region. So, yeah, maybe
go down to a thinner braid. besides the braid being stopped by the air, the diameter of the braid, 50-pound lot of diameter, you're going to lose a lot of diameter on the spool when you're casting. So 100 meters casting 100 meters of 50-pound, your spool's going to go in a lot further. You start getting the braid hitting the lip of the reel, you start losing distance. So fish within a braid. You don't need to be fishing 50-pound on a 10,000 inshore or off the bricks.
Yeah, guys, and then anyway, while everyone's on the line today, so obviously we had to like rush off at certain times, and I was visiting my uncle in hospital who has unfortunately passed away. We actually had his funeral today. So yeah, now we don't have to like rush out too quickly with the live sessions anymore, because obviously I was going to go visit him at hospital. So yeah, we might like push an extra 5 minutes here and there without having any issues and things, guys. So yeah, it's good for the channel, not good for my family, but good for the channel anyway. So Luke saying, yes, Justin. Jan van Riebeck, would the Rockaway 15-foot 3 to 6 ounce be good for raggies? You know what, for me, I'm going to say no.
I'm also going to disagree. Listen, I'm not saying don't go use the thing. Go use the thing. It's going to work. It's probably going to break on a big fish if you pull a big fish too hard. All depends how you're using the rod. Yeah. Don't expect miracles, but I'm not saying it's not going to get a raggy in, guys.
It will get a raggy in, but also, we are also not talking about a rod that is designed.
No, it's not designed for that. It's not designed for that.
So, yeah. Look, I would suggest stepping it up to like the Assassin Solar or the
something with
Akuma Euphoria. You know, something with a bit more beef. Yeah, that's what I would do.
It's the type of rod, if you hook a raggy, happy days, but I wouldn't go target raggies on them. That's my honest opinion.
Yeah, when I changed from 11-foot rods to 15-foot rods, I mean, the first raggy that I landed was quite a decent one in a decent grip on a 4 to 6 ounce Akuma Mariana. And the rod handled, but it would have been a much easier fight on a 7 to 9 ounce Mariana that I was
designed for that. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You didn't have to chase it down the beach with 3Ks.
Yeah, I could have put force and put pressure, whereas a 3 to 6 ounce rod you really can't.
Yeah,
you know,
you're limited the size baits you can throw, the sinkers you can throw.
Exactly. Hoop saying, how's it, fishers? Yusuf Shafi saying, how's it, guys? Ruan Devet Skuman saying, good evening, gents. Snayman, hi, guys. I hope you're well. We are always well. Khalyun season coming to an end, guys. Be lacquer. Don't keep them out of season. I have to agree there. You know what? I've been preaching quite a bit recently on the Bill Moria Facebook page about, you know, releasing fish and about the time that you're supposed to have fish out the water, and you know, like even taking photographs and things puts fish under stress and you know, it lessens their chances of survival. So that's why, like we always say, like when we're handling a fish, it'll go straight into a rock pool. We make sure we've got wet hands. We make sure we pick the fish up, take a photograph, put it back into the water, let water run through the gills, release it safely, try and get it back in the water as quickly as possible. But I have to agree, and even when it comes to like shad season being closed, you know,
but it's closed for a reason, guys. It's their breeding time. Let them have their time. You've got 11 other months in the year. You can catch the things and keep them if you want.
Exactly. So yeah, like just I think obey and respect the laws, because you know we want our children and children's children to be able to enjoy the same sport that we love, and I think that's what it comes down to, you know. And as we can see, like, you know, Dean obviously started fishing a lot younger than me. I only started really fishing properly maybe in the last 10 years, not even maybe. So I essentially started fishing a lot later on in life, whereas Dean grew up fishing. And he'll tell me stories of Hamburg back in the day where it was cast for cast, you know, and decent.
It has changed. Big fish,
and things have definitely changed. So, you know, the more we essentially rape the ocean, you know, the worse it's just going to become for our children, our children's children.
In a quick summary, if I go back to myself fishing 25, 30 years ago, the quality of the fish I was catching now till now, if it deteriorates at the same rate in 25 years' time, I don't really want to fish anymore.
Yeah,
that's the difference, guys. It's been a big, drastic difference.
Yeah, so just be very careful and very mindful of that, I think, is that try and release as much as possible. Try and handle the fish with care. Respect the seasons. They're closed for a reason. And yeah, just do what you can. I think that pretty much sums that little debate up. Yusuf Shafi, decent rod suggestion to pair with a Trinidad 30A.
Trinidad 30A. So I'm assuming you. What type of fishing are you doing? Are you fishing for sharks? That's a big reel, so that is quite a big reel. So you're either going to be sliding on that reel or casting baits out on that reel. Land-based Trinidad, you could also be using offshore. So just tell us what sort of fishing you're doing, so we know what to pair up with it.
Conrad Swart. Dean got a Kuma precision rod and a Selena reel. If I'm correct, for this budget shark setup, what ounce rod is his rod, and what is his feedback on that rod and reel?
Yeah, so I've got the Kuma Precision. I've got the 6 to 8 ounce, 15-foot entry-level stuff or budget shark setup. Absolutely brilliant. I've got a Selena 14,000. Guys, if you don't have the budget and you want to go target reggies, fantastic setup to go. Absolutely fantastic. Our filter thing for reggies was absolutely bulletproof. I've got some good fish on it, and hasn't failed me yet. Very easy rod to throw. It's a real fits into that price bracket. Not expensive.
The only issue, and I did have this concern, which is why I went in so quickly, is that they sold out.
So look at the Euphoria. It's a bit, yes, it does cost a bit more, but it's pretty much the same rod.
So essentially, the Euphoria is the exact same blank as the Precision, besides the butt section, which has been lightened. So definitely look at the Euphoria range of rods. Unfortunately, that Precision has been bulletproof since it was first introduced.
Yeah, I've had no issue with it at all.
Yeah,
I've thrown some scary baits in that thing.
I don't think anyone's had an issue with that rod. So yeah, really good rods. So yeah, Conrad, I would possibly save up a little bit more and look at the Kuma Euphoria, to be honest with you. Brandon Aspelling saying, how's it, fishers? And Nissan Kistan saying, how's it, guys? And then everyone else went quiet. So
where they gone to?
I don't know, but now we're going to have to tell stories about ourselves.
Tell stories. I like telling stories.
Yeah, what stories are we going to tell? So I haven't been fishing, guys. I must be honest, I haven't been fishing very much. Family issues, personal issues, things like that. But I will be back soon. Obviously, we haven't put out a fishing video for a while, guys. I must apologize about that.
We've got lots of bits and pieces. I don't know if Andrew can make a video out of that. You can decide, or just delete it all.
I'm pretty sure I'll be able to make a video.
It's not going to be great, but I think let's just put something out for the guys. It's me being bitten off, straightened hooks. It's more failures than success, but that's fine.
Yeah, so I'll definitely put something together soon, guys. I will be getting the GoPros back from Dean tonight, so I'll go through that footage when I have a gap. Probably
put a mismatch to get a mismatch.
Yeah, I've got quite a few videos that I need to get edited this week. So
I even did the intro.
You even did the intro. Well, there we go.
Intro. About 3 days into the video, I did the intro, but it's fine.
Yeah. So anyway, I definitely need to sit down and see if I can cut some clips from the fishing that has been done. I know Gawa got a black, Dom's got a nice silver.
There's a bit of a clip of Gawa getting hook straightened. Me getting bitten off.
Yeah, so there's quite a bit of stuff. Anyway, it's nice to see that there's 89 people tuning in at the moment, which is great. That's just some very good numbers, guys. So we do appreciate all of you. Don't forget, hit that like button, guys. Share this video. Send us some hearts. Send us some love. Anyway, Van Stradom saying hi from George and Sean Skoltz. How's it, guys? That giant cob today, was it caught on drop shot?
No, I saw them take the hook. It looked like a small, what considered as small as a big cob. So it looked like a circle coming out of his mouth. Yeah, so that was caught on bait. I'm assuming a live bait. I don't know.
But yeah, it's a solid fish, and I have to be honest with you, like, you know, okay, so let's break it down like this. Okay, so Cobtober essentially last year was run in our 3 provinces which we normally run our competitions.
Western Cape,
Eastern Cape, Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal. This year we changed it up so that it was fair for everyone across the whole country.
4 districts.
Yeah, 4 districts. The guys that catch the big cob, they're in one district. The guys that catch the smaller cob, they're in another district, and so on and so on.
The guys that hardly catch cob in their own district.
Correct. So I was actually looking at the leaderboard today. Like last year, the Van Onselens, Donovan and Johan Van Onselen, they absolutely murdered the competition. Everyone else, the cob, the quality of the cob they got, the release videos that they got, everything just worked in their favor last year. And they landed up knocking like 4 of the top 5 prizes. So essentially, it made it a bit unfair for the guys that weren't catching the fish. So the numbers, you know, that the numbers don't lie, because I was actually looking at the stats today, and I think like East London, the biggest fish is like 97. Or
97.
Eastern,
Okay.
sorry, Port Alfred Coffee Bay is like 97.
97, 95, and 93 are the three biggest cob.
And essentially that is a big cob that will come
That's a
out.
very nice cob for our size.
Nice cob for our area.
Yeah.
So look, you get the meter plus, but at the end of the day, like, I think it's been a very fair competition.
Yeah.
I think what's happened, the way that you structured it,
Yeah.
because Dean chose the regions, guys, I think it is very fair all round for the competition, and I think it essentially is it made it a lot more fair.
Yeah.
And we are very transparent when it comes to these competitions, guys. Don't forget, leaderboards are updated all the time. I think Dean does it every few days or
pretty much once a week. Once
or,
it's updated today, the new one is out.
yeah. So anyway, we try and keep things as transparent as possible, guys. Anyway, let's get back to some comments here. Jeez, okay. Anil Lakman, greetings, guys, from Anil Lakman, Omkamas, KZN. Anil, I think you got a parcel on the way to you, as far as I know. I think so.
Yay.
Justin Davies, anyone caught carbon clone yet?
One has come out, not on the Apex, just on the normal clone. That
Normal
prize,
clone.
that was
So
Jonathan van Onselen.
So that prize has been claimed.
We're just waiting for the Apex. Someone needs to get one on the Apex.
Okay, 100%. Benico, I think some messages aren't going through today. Buddy, your message just came through, so what the problem is? I know Benny's fishing the competition, both him and his mom. Benny's obviously still recovering with his, I think, knee.
Yes. Benny's always, like Shane, bro. He's always injured. It's like the third time injured, isn't it?
Yeah, Benny's always injured. Benny
needs to take 2 spoons of cement.
Yes. John Brown, we all go through ups and downs in life, Andrew. Looking forward to seeing you on the water again. Yeah, buddy, I'm going to be on the water.
Hey, John, you're going to come grab my fish, bro?
Yeah. No, don't worry, buddy. I'm going to be on the rocks very soon.
Funny story. John can even vouch for me, guys. I had a Blu-ray chasing me in the surf yesterday. It wanted to zap me with its tail, bro. First time in my life it's ever happened. But anyway, guys, so when you do release a Blu-ray, don't turn your back on the thing. The thing was swimming after me. Very funny.
Philip Sneyman caught an adult lesser sand shark this weekend on my Akuma Matrix. Was a fun fight. Yeah, I think Philip.
I saw that picture. That was solid sandy on the Matrix. That rod must have been doing curly tails.
So we have a Untraceable members group. So for those, like Philip Sneyman is one of our members, guys. So we do have channel members. So we have a private members group, and the guys often share things there, and they ask myself and Dean advice, and we try and help, and obviously the rest of the group helps, which is it's great. It's a nice little community that we've got. We've built up to almost 100 people on our member list at the moment, so it's really great. Nissan Kistan, can I use the Akuma 6 to 8 ounce euphoria to slide live bait for larger edibles?
100%.
Yes, 100%. Jared, are you around? Yeah. Akuma Rockaway 13 foot, Loomis and Franklin Rage 6000. Albert Basson, the video with Assassin was brilliant. I sent it to my club members as well. Absolutely worth to watch.
Fantastic. I'm glad.
Yeah, look, Albert, that was great. This week, guys, just a teaser, a little bit of a heads up. We are comparing the Assassin Evo versus the Assassin Horizon. And I think that's going to be an interesting one. They are two totally different rods.
Built for different, same purpose, but different purposes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Same but different.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, Sean from Assassins, if you guys haven't checked out the Bluefish XT versus the Bluefish Razor, I suggest you guys go and check out that video, because it was really a really good video. Gave the insights and information that everyone needed. Okay, sorry guys. Justin Billion, swells picking up the side in the Cape for the weekend. Any tips on fishing for cob in Big C?
Yeah, fish the water in front of you. I think the bigger the surf gets, the closer you must fish. Look for those tiny little details in the surf where the water might not be washing as much, where the waves aren't dumping. So the bigger the surf gets, start looking closer in. Stop those 100-meter casts into the big mess. Start looking closer in, guys. Little pockets where fish could hold, little drop-offs, little holes. The fish will still be there. They'll just be a lot more congregated and a lot more sheltered. Sheltered spots.
Ruan de Vetskuman, Richards Bay, absolutely no cob. Been fishing day in and out. Vino Naidu, hi guys, please recommend a scratching rod and reel for my 9-year-old son. Budget 3 to 3,500 rand. 9-year-old son, what size rod? Maybe like a 12-foot.
12-foot's fine, but like to me, like now just get him a little 11-foot drop shot style rod. The long butts get kind of awkward for a 9-year-old. That's the only thing.
I actually have to be honest with you. I actually recommended the exact same thing the other day
Yeah.
to a customer, and the reason I mentioned a drop shot setup is because it's something that in that price point especially, it'll actually last them longer. You know, because you're going to be using it for years to come.
At 14, 15 years old, you can
14,
still use
15,
it. Yeah.
When you've got your short butt rod,
you haven't got a little 11-foot short butt rod, you don't want to fish with
it
anymore. Yeah.
So yeah, Vino, send me a message. I'm gonna pop my number here in the comments. Just pop me a message. I am behind the scenes at Bulmoria, so I'll happily help you out, and we'll definitely find something to suit. Yeah, so there is the rage on the Rockaway.
Yeah, it'll work. I personally like something a bit bigger, but that's personally. But if you're going to be fishing 20, 30-pound braid, I think you can get away with it for scratching.
Yeah, I would definitely go big on the
but
reels.
You can 20 or 30-pound braid. I think you'll be fine. You're going to get 300 or 400 meters on you.
Okay, Quinson Singh Jam. How good is the 18,000 or 20,000 Tesoro for non-eds? So I earn the 20,000 Tesoro. I am getting it back very, very soon, guys.
Just I hope so. We need to go to smash a bronzy.
Just been in for service. But I have to be honest, it's actually one of my favorite reels.
That's bulletproof setting.
And like we've got slammers, okay. I'm not going to put it in the same class like the twin powers that I fish with and stuff because it's got a different purpose for me.
Yeah.
But if I could choose like slammer over Tesoro, I'd pick Tesoro any day of the week. Dean might disagree with me there and say Saragossa because he fishes Saragossa.
No, but I think that thing is solid. That thing is hard. I do like for a bigger, maybe on the 18, 20,000 things, I think I'd take the Tesoro for that application. On the smaller, maybe I'd go the Saragossa, a bit more finessey.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, like you're almost comparing apples with apples here because you're comparing like similar price points.
5,000-6,000 rand reels.
Yeah, 5,000-6,000 rand reels, IPX rated.
Yeah.
You know, good quality components. You know, so you are really like comparing apples with apples. On paper, the Tesoro wins.
Yeah.
But by feel, like Dean said, maybe a Saragossa is more finesse, a Tesoro is more solid. I don't know. But it's a hard decision to make.
Listen, I've got the Saragossa, like the Tesoro, I can't see a fault in it. That thing does what it needs to do.
You know what? I miss my Tesoro. Like when I fish with a slammer on the horizon, it's like I just want the Tesoro back. Like that's how I feel.
It's got a bit more solid feel than what the Slammer's got.
I love that.
No disrespect to the Slammer. The Slammers are brilliant reels, but to me that Tesoro just feels more solid.
No, guys, I absolutely love the Tesoro. I must be honest with you. It's one of my favorite reels for a good reason, and it's amazing. So, Cole, your question is pretty much the same regarding Tesoro 20,000 versus Saragossa. Look, at the end of the day, the Tesoro is actually the cheaper reel when it comes into the bigger sizes. But buddy, I mean, you landed that black gray on the Tesoro, and
the thing didn't skip a beat.
It didn't skip a beat, bud. So it's entirely up to you. I think it's a brilliant reel, one of my favorites. You know, we're comparing apples with apples here. Slammer, Tesoro, Saragossa. It's why we've done videos on them before, and essentially it's one of our most popular videos we've ever done for a reason, because you are comparing pretty much apples with apples. Okay, Justin Davies, real question. Whoa, lots of comments now, guys. Anyway, real question for lure setup. Spinfisher for the IPX rating versus Selena, both 6,000-ish size. What do you rate?
For lure fishing, I'm definitely going to say Spinfisher.
I'd also say
for the waterproof capability.
I would also say that. We have 102 people watching us now.
They're all designed to
everyone wants to 103 now. Everyone wants to come watch us tonight.
100 cement. I like that.
Yeah, it's actually
103 cement.
Yeah, it's actually fantastic, guys, because it's very seldom that we hit the 100 mark, and it's nice to see the, you know, week in, week out, how the live session has grown, and we do appreciate everyone. So Ahmad H, for targeting mussel cracker, cob on the surf, and general edibles from the rocks, which two would you suggest and what size? 14 foot 3 to 5 ounce. Budget is around 3,000 Rand. Hachi Rise Tanashi, Akuma Euphoria, or Bluefish XT?
Mm, Bluefish. I don't know. For cob, I'd say Tanashi as my CD5. Two rods, you're saying?
Two. Well, which two would you suggest?
For me personally, just because it's a bit of a slower action rod, I take a Tanashi 3D5 for cob. But then I take Bluefish XT, maybe a number 5 or number 6 for the crackers and stuff off the rocks. That's what I'm suggesting.
Yeah, so I'm just seeing the time, guys. So we actually are going over time. So we're going to wrap through these last few questions, guys, and then myself and Dean are going to kick it for the night. But yeah, it's been awesome tonight, guys. We do appreciate it. Andrew Freshwater, another one of our members. What would you recommend targeting in rough off-colored sea?
Rough off-colored sea. Depends how rough, but you can pretty much target anything in that. Obviously, raggies don't like it when it's too rough, cob, as long as there's not too much rip and current going around. Pignose do like flat water, but if there's some sand churning and some food being kicked up, it can definitely be a pignose around there.
Aman Bruce saying, how's it fish shows? Ahmad H, Bluefish Razors out of the budget. Look, for me, getting back to that question, I'd probably go Bluefish XT.
XT, yeah.
That's just me. Hey chaps, I'm a bit new to fishing, etc. Any recommendations for fishing lures in the Nuhun or Ganubi River?
Yeah, don't eat the fish you catch.
That's a very good tip.
Yeah, summer months, listen, downsides, there's not big massive fish in those rivers, Nuhun River, so yeah, keep it simple, but a little topwater plug, bass lure size, little walker dog or a little surface popper, and then maybe a little shiver stick or something like that, a 7 or 8 centimeter. I think you should come right.
Okay, Maverick says you're looking for rod and reel setup recommendations. So listen, I have just put my number and Dean's number into the comments. My number's first, Dean's number's second. If you guys have any questions, because obviously we are going to try and wrap this thing up very shortly. Yeah, so just send us a message. Dylan Bushby says Evo is king. Evo is 100% still king of.
Now we're talking, my boy. You know the gold Evos are the boss.
George, good evening. Akuma Euphoria, Hachi Rise Komodo, 4 to 6 ounce for cob, mussel cracker, and gully sharks with a 14,000 Akuma reel. For me, it's the Euphoria.
The Komodos are quite a slow taper rod, so I'll take the Euphoria just for that bit of a stiffer, well, faster taper, yeah.
Quinton Singjam, I would use the Tanashi 4 to 6 ounce. I'm not sure which one that's referring to, but you're welcome to message me as well. The Matrix had a lacquer bend, but did surprisingly well for a light 11 foot. That's from Philip Sneyman. Quinson Singjam, it's an incredibly strong rod. How's your stock on the Precision 14 foot? I'm assuming the 3 to 6 ounce, not the 2 to 6 ounce. I think it's quite healthy-ish at the moment. Stinker, I want to use that setup for scratching and small shad and fishing with 24-pound mono. Look, bad if it was me, I'd still go for a bigger reel.
Yeah, especially if you put in mono, you're not going to get much. You're going to cast all that mono out.
Yeah, Avashan Pillay, fishing J-Bay first week of November. Any advice on tackle setup and target species?
J-Bay. Well, this time of the year, J-Bay, it's going to be bronzies. If the water's right.
Yeah, so
if you don't, we're talking bronzies, there should be some cob and Larry's around at this J-Bay this time. So, yeah, good 4 to 6 ounce rod if you're targeting edibles, if you're targeting non-eds, heavy stuff, but 7 to 9 ounce, 6 to 8 ounce rod, 20,000 size reel, 65-pound, 80-pound braid.
All right, so Fighter Jet Guitar Solo saying couple grunter on the breader this weekend, no cob yet. MM saying pen are bulletproof. And then, guys, this is going to be the last question before we wrap this up. So if any of you guys want to put some comments there, just saying cheers or that you enjoyed this live episode, just let us know. Nathan Wesso, hey guys, just a question and some advice needed. Me and my buddy were fishing the weekend. He had a 10 foot and I used a 13 foot. Same bait and tackle, but he caught fish and I didn't. I'm new to fishing.
Yeah, keep at it, but keep at it.
You know, the funny thing is about fishing, right? Is that you can be standing next to each other, your baits are right next to each other. It's the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
You know, it's where the fish is swimming at that time.
Yeah.
that catches that bait. Like, yes, fishing is skill.
Yes.
It's a lot of skill involved.
There is some
in
luck
fishing,
involved.
but there's also luck
Yeah,
involved.
but also, like, just learn from your mate. Like, if he was caught 3 or 4 or 5 fish, then the luck starts going out the window when it gets to that, because that like percentage can't. So maybe look where he was casting. He might have been casting a little bit closer than you, a little bit further than you, a little bit more to the right than you. So there might have just been, check his trace. Was his trace shorter or longer? There are certain things that can help you. You know what I mean? So just learn from him. Check what he was doing. Mimic what he was doing, especially if he's catching fish. His bait size, his bait presentation. There are factors that can come into it as well.
Yeah, that's why I said like there's a lot of skill in fishing, and especially like playing fish, and you know how you are fighting the fish is another whole ball game on its own. But there is that level of luck because you can be this far away from each other,
baits.
And whatever bait the fish chooses, it's your luck.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
so there is that level of luck. I think like with anything in this life.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, from myself and Dean, hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful evening, and we'll see you all again next week, Monday.
Cheers.